And here's the Nux Taku video. See? So the video I just reacted to. Now let's look at how Nux took this video.
Well, we all know that the left is like evil, satanic, cannibal retards, right? We all know that. We all know that if
I
you're
love you, Nux, but I am completely on the same page as Tucker Carlson. So
leftist policy, they're like, we want to rape you and eat you. That's leftist policy these days. If you disagree, then you're probably just not aware. Anyway, so
he's becoming even more extreme than before. I want to eat you part. Where's that from?
we have to look at the right-wing people that betray Trump. Every single one of them is literally getting destroyed on the timeline. It's insane to see. It's almost like Trump was right about all the things. He was right about the war. He was right about stopping Iran's nukes. He was right that the economy hasn't gone to shit. And the only thing I really want Trump to do is go 1,000 times harder doing exactly what he's doing. I want him to drop, 1,000 times the amount of bombs on the Ayatollahs.
Nux doesn't know about U.S. ammunition shortage. He doesn't. Just like Asmongold, he doesn't know. If Nux Taku, one of his viewers, here, just do this. U.S. ammunition. See, even if you type in U.S. ammunition, the first thing that comes up is shortage. You have to really try to not be informed. U.S. is facing an ammunition shortage due to Iran war. U.S. is facing critical shortages of Tomahawk cruise missiles following the expenditure of over 850 weapons in the Iran conflict. The fired missiles represent roughly 20 to 25% of total pre-war inventory, draining U.S. military readiness. How long will it take the U.S. to recuperate its stockpile, and what does that entail? 2 or 3 years is the time it will take to replenish the stockpile. So that's why they're not just bombing the hell out of Iran, Nux.
To deport 1,000 times the amount of people from America? Man, I just want Trump to do everything he's doing.
On that one, I do agree with you that there's nothing stopping Trump from doing that one.
Just turn the fucking dial up to infinity. That's what I want. Just 1,000,000 times harder than he's going. I want Trump to be the fascist that the left thinks he is. God damn. Anyway, Tucker Carlson does this gigantic video about it's either Israel or Israel somehow again. The war in Ukraine is very close to exploding in Europe.
This video, did you even watch it, Nux? It had only one segment about it. It mentioned Israel for just a few minutes.
Man, I'm really glad that he got to talk to Victor Bout. All right, this is pretty awesome. Now, there is a person, a Fox News host, that I wanted to hear what he has to say about Victor Bout.
Oh, yes. Because you trust the mainstream news, and yeah. And that's your number one problem. You could stop there. You trust mainstream news.
In exchange for Griner, the administration handed over an arms dealer called Victor Bout. Now, Bout is an indisputably serious criminal. He sold weapons to terror groups that killed Americans.
Oh, really?
For stating that.
Wow.
Here's a summary.
Victor Bout, in my eyes, is one of the most
Tucker Carlson has come very far from where he used to be.
dangerous men on the face of the earth.
On the face of the earth.
Without a doubt.
Mike Braun,
And now
He's not one of the worst criminals. There are worse criminals, and a lot of them are in Ukraine.
how you did a podcast with him talking about how Americans sucked. Wow.
former chief of operations for the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, told us Boot first exploded on the scene in war-torn West Africa in the late 1980s. Elevating bloody conflict
Wow,
from
seems
machetes
like a bad
and
guy.
single-shot rifles to...
AK-47s, not by the thousands, but by the tens of thousands.
So he weaponizes civil war in Africa.
He transformed these young adolescent warriors into insidious, mindless, maniacal.
So he opposed whatever United States was doing in Africa by arming groups opposing us. And the CIA was not happy about that.
Driven killing machines that operated with assembly line.
And then you see Tucker Carlson putting his hand over his heart. Oh, the poor Hamas terrorists that started a war and lost miserably. Oh. Anyway, we have to hear about what Victor Bout has
This had barely nothing to do with Hamas, this entire interview.
to say.
Efficiencies.
The U.S. has indicted him on 4 terror-related charges, including conspiracy to kill Americans. What makes him a threat to the United States?
He's a shadow facilitator. He's arming not only designated terrorist groups, insurgent groups.
Yeah, the United States doing that too in Africa. They're the one funding the insurgency that's tearing the middle of Africa apart.
But he's also arming very powerful drug trafficking cartels around the globe.
No, that's the U.S. deep state that has to tie with the drug trafficking organizations.
That's the guy that Joe Biden just sprung from prison.
So that's the guy that Tucker Carlson just literally did an entire propaganda show with without any pushback.
International arms dealer who's arming terror groups.
Propaganda. Everything in that interview is the truth that I've been reporting on from multiple sources. And not only this guy. He was just repeating the facts.
Groups and drug cartels.
Uh-huh.
Now, keep in mind, the same administration that did that is simultaneously calling for the arrest and imprisonment of American citizens who have handgun magazines that hold more than 10 rounds.
Wow, I can't believe that the Biden administration would talk to this guy. Get ready! He's going to talk about Israel!
Oh, he's just going to focus on one part that's about Israel.
Just for that. And we're seeing that, Ukrainians started since get-go sell these armaments, which is a West.
Ukraine is a totally corrupt country. The fact that they've been selling off their weapons to the highest bidder, everyone has known that. It's fact. Why are you taking issue with this, Nux?
Supplying them on the black market.
Is actually Israel bad, and so is Ukraine, and Russia pretty good. I especially like when the Russians convert to Islam, we get all of the good things at the same
No, Russia isn't converting to Islam.
time. They blow themselves up, but for Allah, they get to have sex with virgins. You like virgins, Tucker Carlson? We get you virgins. You continue propaganda.
I don't even understand Nux at this point.
I think we got you as many virgins as you want.
Anyway, so Tucker Carlson was obliterated in every possible way. So one of the biggest Tucker Carlson claims was that Israel attempted to assassinate the president of the United States. And Trump was so scared that he shut down the investigation into the assassination.
I don't think it necessarily was Israel. It was some part of the U.S. deep state. Which part? Yeah, it could have been Mossad, but even if it was Mossad, I wouldn't necessarily blame Israel. I was doing it as part of the U.S. deep state.
Attempt on himself. And he said that Dan Bongino told him that was what happened.
Know that Trump shut down the investigation into Butler. That is a fact, called Dan Bongino. And ultimately, after a long series of text exchanges, which I still have, and phone conversations, he said, look, take it up with Trump. He's the one who shut down the investigation.
Making an allegation, claiming to have evidence in text, which I'll now show you, my texts, because I have them too. I think he forgot that. And I'm going to show you how the secret information he claims to have, I'm going to make public. So now it's not secret. So I have the receipts. He has not yet displayed these. I will. Because I'll show you how what he's telling you in this clip, that there's some investigation into Butler that's been shut down. I'm going to bring the receipts to show you all the...
We know there was an investigation into Butler that was shut down because the head of counterterrorism, U.S. counterterrorism, resigned and did an interview with Tucker and said, yes, his investigation into Butler was shut down. So, yes, there was an investigation that was shut down.
This is fake. Tucker fans or anyone else, do you see anything in this text he claims to have that says the president shut down the investigation? He's just making this up.
So I say this, and he releases like 4 out of, I don't know, 3 dozen text messages from me to prove that's not true. Well, it is true. And I'm
so he's going to show the text.
not going to respond by releasing all the text messages because I don't want to release private text messages. I could.
He could, and in this case, if this guy is doing this, but I don't fault Tucker for not doing it.
I don't want to release the evidence. I have all this evidence. Former chief of the FBI said it was a lie, proved it, and he's like, well, I have more.
And you trust the former head of the FBI, Nux? What's wrong with you?
I'm going to show you.
Good. But I don't want to go there. I don't like this whole world where, like, we text each other and then we post screen.
I don't like this whole world where we make crazy, retarded claims and actually need evidence
Yes, that would be you, Nux, on a lot of things.
for those claims. I prefer when you don't need evidence.
Shots, like, I don't want to participate in that.
Yeah, so he doesn't.
He's just making this up.
Know that.
Yeah, we all know that that's exactly what happened, by the way. All right, none of this is true. He just lies. And you look through his shows. He does not have any evidence for any of the things that he says in any of his shows. It's the craziest thing ever. He just says things. Now, Owen Schroyer, he's another one. He was fired by Alex Jones. He's off doing his own thing. He's another one of those Trump backstabbers. He was actually January 6th political prisoner who Trump pardoned, by the way, based Trump. And then Schroyer comes out and he decides to, Trump is bad and he's controlled by the Jews and stuff like that. Dude, if you want to know about Trump derangement syndrome, look at this guy. He looked like this before Trump derangement syndrome, and this is him now, bro.
Well, there might be like him being in prison between these two, by the way.
Dude, TDS is terminal, brother. It will kill you. TDS will kill you. That's right, baby. How did this happen? How did it... Bro, metrosexual Joker out here. Oh, bro, holy shit, I'm holy. I don't even want to hear what he has to say, to be honest.
Hey, how do you feel about Trump turning on Massey, Nux? How about you tell everyone that? How do you feel about Trump turning on Massey?
I just saw this. I didn't even watch the clip. It's just, like, I know that nothing that he says is going to be as interesting as whatever the fuck is going on over here.
So once again, we see the...
Oh, yeah, Massey was not a supporter of Israel, so you might not like Massey. Sorry. I forget that you're completely biased on that issue.
New MAGA coalition.
Oh, shitting on Trump! My God, we have communists winning elections everywhere in the United States because the right is too busy playing Who's the Jew. All right, what are we doing, my guy? Holy shit, look at this dude! Look at this dude! The new MAGA is going...
That was thunder in the background.
Great. I didn't even watch this before. I just knew this was going to happen. Holy shit. This is the craziest glow down I've ever seen in my entire life. Bro, the comments were literally eating him alive. Literally, dude, I can't stop laughing at the hair. Holy shit. He broke you guys. Love the new look. Thanks, bro. Yeah, holy cope, I'm holy.
I can't believe it. Nux brought up that interview, and he's... Did he even play any segment? Yeah, he played a tiny segment of it. I'm disappointed in you, Nux.
Going over. What's going on here? Oh my God, bro. New look goes hard AF. He responds. Of course he responds. It's just insane. Bro, they literally killed this man. They killed him. All right, let's see the quote tweet. All right, how do we view post activity? Let's see what people are saying.
Thing is, I don't hate Trump or Nux or anything. I actually like him a lot. But he just doesn't have the facts about a lot of things. He trusts the mainstream media. And it's sad. It turns him into a joke on so many subjects.
Oh my God. It's all this! Stop! Kathy Griffin is looking rough these days. Oh my God, he went to Agartha.
Well, that's what Nux does. I don't even know that guy or what he's saying. But Nux is just making fun of him.
Turns on Trump, becomes this. Holy shit. This is what a Roger from American Dad. This guy should look like in real life, auditioning for the next Joker. Bro, they're killing him. They're killing him, man. They're killing him. Oh my God, bro. In a civilized society, no one would feel comfortable showing their face in public. Oh.
I do admit that he should have done his hair or something before, you know, if you're going to post a rant or a selfie like calling out Trump or whatever, at least try to look good.
Bro, it's bad. Dude, Trump derangement syndrome. It's like it's actually just it's fatal. It's fatal. There is a zero. It's actually just terminal.
Just to let you know, Nux, if you ever turn against Trump, I'm going to roast the fucking shit out of you for it.
Oh my God. Now, meanwhile, you got the woke right, as they call them. I don't even like the term woke right. I think the term sucks. But the retards, like the Trump derangement syndrome, Israel derangement syndrome retards that thinks that Israel...
That is you, Nux. That is you. You do not know. Like, you've never bothered to type into Google, Israeli support Hamas. That's all it would take. For years, Netanyahu propped up Hamas. 1.3 billion. That is how much this man here gave to Hamas. Iran had nothing to do with October 7th. Hamas is this man here's little pet monster. Just to rub it home. Mossad head, Qatar, Hamas, beg cash. Netanyahu sent Mossad head general to Qatar, begged it to pay Hamas. Times of Israel. And you don't know this, Nux Taku, because you don't... you trust mainstream media, and you're just totally uninformed about everything.
Israel is controlling Trump to, I guess, stop Israel from killing terrorists or whatever they're saying. Israeli soldiers have been swatted in a hotel in Caracas in Venezuela. This would be the first Israeli president to Venezuela since Venezuelan leader Hugo Chavez kicked all the Israeli diplomats from Venezuela in 2009 because of the war on Gaza. Oh my God, there are Israelis in Venezuela? Wow, Israel. The reason why the United States, this is like a popular conspiracy theory, the reason why the United States liberated Venezuela from the communist overlord is so that Israel could have a foothold. And I know everyone's like, holy shit, they were all right. Except these are literally Israeli paramedics and troops sent to help people because of the terrible earthquake that killed like 4,000 people.
Yep,
so
that happened.
Did something happen recently that shook things up? You know, it's pretty insane. These guys are literally there to volunteer rescuing people that are under rubble from a terrible earthquake, and these guys are like, the Jews. The Jews. Bro, these people are actually just retarded. Now, again, one of the major grifts going on is the fact that the people that are going out there...
Nick Fuentes admits to grifting Muslims and liberals. Yeah, well, not that surprising.
And doing the whole the Jews control all the things, you know, all those guys, and this is absolutely wild. All right, and I think it's incredible. The reason why so many of them are allying with Muslims is because they just don't like Jews, and they're willing to let in a bajillion Muslims into their countries just...
Oh, I haven't allied with anyone. Me, the people I'm against are those responsible for collapsing World Trade Center 7. Don't know what that is, look it up.
To own the Jews. It's the craziest twist ever. Oy vey, can you use a new cash infusion in your life?
And while I am not happy with any of you use Nux, I am very sad that you got demonetized. And I will make an exception and watch whatever stupid sponsor this is.
The answer is obviously yes. Don't be a brokey. Download Cash Kick right now. Link is in the description. If you want to literally earn money by playing games, sitting on the toilet, make a couple bucks with Cash Kick. Listening to a Nux video on the sorry state of society, download Cash Kick. Are you black-pilled? Well, get rich. Use Cash Kick. Are you red-pilled and you want to make a difference? Well, Cash Infusion helps. Use Cash Kick. Cash Kick. Link in the description. You can play a game like Dice Dream, where you're just playing around and making money by playing video games, and just clicking the link in the description alone helps support me.
Just thinking, Raid Shadow Legends, where are those sponsorships? They used to sponsor everything.
I know that I am fully demonetized on YouTube because the truth...
At least it's like cool-looking characters that you saw on screen when in those sponsors.
Does not come for free, so you could help literally for free by downloading Cash Kick, making an account, and that can be done for free, and I literally get paid for it. I get paid for free, you get paid for free. Does it get any more Jewish than that? Your support is incredibly appreciated and honestly necessary. Back to the video.
A year ago, you needed the left and the Muslims for that matter, because the Muslims, they're a huge community too, and let's just not loyal. Yeah, and not only that, but they're extremely numerous online. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's wrong to say that, like, if you're shitting on Israel, you're getting a huge engagement boost from the Muslim world, not just nationally, not here, but internationally
They've
too.
been Jew-pilled forever.
Yeah, so
Jew-pilled means they want to kill all the Jews because their book says they should. Jew-pilled.
No, if you...
Well, some of them, but others just want Israel to stop stealing their land.
You are in 24 and 25 criticizing Israel, and I was very conscious and cognizant of this. I remember saying things in a certain way that would appeal to liberals and appeal to...
Yeah. I think Fuentes is clearly intelligent, but he does stuff like tell people to vote Democrat, when that'd be absolutely terrible. It's, urge people not to vote if you have to, but urging people to vote against their own beliefs is just evil.
Muslims... because then they boost the content, and it's like, look, if what we're doing is like a prison break, it literally doesn't matter as long as the content's getting out there.
I don't know how he's comfortable admitting this. He's like, yeah, I know these guys are like inbred, low IQ retards that I don't want in our country at all, and they fucking hate our country and way of life and want to kill us. But I'm literally going to appeal to these guys because at least they hate the Jews. And it's like, this is the craziest...
Yeah, I'm wondering if that impacts my content, since we're talking about content, in that I am definitely not a fan of Netanyahu. But I am definitely right-wing on immigration. On same wavelength that Nux Taku about immigration, but very different from him on Israel. I wonder if that screws me up. Like, people checking my video agree with me on one thing, then disagree on the other. Oh well, there's nothing I can change.
Admission I've ever seen in my life. And again, I saw this one too. I was shocked by this one, to be honest.
We are Christians. This is a Christian civilization.
Agreed.
This is Western civilization.
Yeah.
I'll even tolerate some of the veneration of the European gods.
What? What? Huh?
I think he's talking about the Greek gods, maybe? But, yeah, anyone worshipping the Greek gods is the equivalent of a flat earther, but I think they're personally a lot cooler than a flat earther, like worshipping Zeus. Yeah, that's funny.
Bro, literally commandment 1 and 2. Hello? Hello? It's like, bro, I don't mind if you worship Zeus as long as you hate the Jews. Are you serious? What are we doing, guys? Literally, what are we doing?
His mind jumped to Zeus too.
Not in a serious religious way, but when Spengler talks about Apollonian civilization and we talk about some of our roots in Greek philosophy and Greek mythology.
There's nothing wrong with Greek philosophy, but it's like when you pray to Poseidon, you're a fucking you're a retard that needs to. Look, I don't want to call for any violence here or anything. I don't want to call for any violence here, but God in the Bible.
I think that don't diss people that believe in Poseidon. They're probably a very, very, very small group, by the way. I think they're probably just edgy emo kids. Yeah. I don't think they're a big demographic.
The Bible says you get the death penalty for worshiping false gods. That's what God says. But like, what are we doing, guys? What is happening now? Candace Owens also, you know, she stabs Trump in the back. And now
Would you kill everyone who prays to Lady Luck, Nux?
She's on her entire retard path. So this is her talking about the goyim, her favorite new word, goy.
So long as you...
Because they say it means nation.
Yeah, goy in Hebrew means nation.
It does not mean nation.
Candace Owens knows better. You see, it takes a 65 IQ inbred black woman to explain to you exactly what Hebrew words mean.
It means nation.
No,
really?
it means cattle.
How did we jump to this?
And so they're yeah. Yeah, they're Talmudic teaching.
I've never heard anybody call a fucking nation a goy. Have you?
No.
How many Jews that speak Hebrew are you friends with?
No, that's completely made up.
Completely made up. The confidence! Nothing like a confident black woman to lie to your face in front of millions of people.
Is not even something. I'm surprised that's a new updated thing they're trying to lie about.
They're updating and lying again, bro. It's just the Jews subverting you into thinking that goy.
They try to constantly bury history, even from 5 weeks ago.
Wow.
I don't think Christians have a word for non-Christians. Maybe infidel, non-believers.
Those slimy Jews. I probably shouldn't say this. Yeah, but that was sarcasm, obviously. Now, the funny thing is, you know, before we even show you this next thing that she said, which I think is even worse than the goy thing. The goy thing, I think, is just retarded. So, again, this is a Christian man who wanted to respond to the fact that she is saying that.
Yeah, this is the same thing that Nux does. It's just like people that use cis, like straight white cis man. It's people say, well, cis isn't an insult. It's not, but the way they use it is. Some people use goy and they mean cattle. They do. That's maybe not what it officially means, but there is a group of people who uses that way. And if Nux is not recognizing that, he's not being honest.
Goy means cattle.
It does not mean nation.
She'll ask Rock.
It means
nation.
No,
really?
it means cattle.
Wait, so when God told Abraham that he will make of him a goy gadol, he was saying that he will make of Abraham a great cattle?
Yeah.
I've never heard anybody call a fucking nation a goy.
No, that's completely made up, and that.
Candace never surprises us with.
Well, Candace is wrong with saying that that's the only meaning of the word. She is wrong in that, yes. But I will, in her defense, I will say there is a group that uses goy as meaning they think cattle in their head.
With saying dumb things again and again.
Not even something. I'm surprised that's a new updated thing they're trying to lie about. They try to constantly bury history, even from 5 weeks ago.
Goy has meant nation forever. This is not a new.
Literally.
In fact, the oldest translations of this.
I mean, in fact, you even have it. It's in a ton of different places. Even in Genesis, there's Rebecca was pregnant with Jacob and Esau, and an angel tells her that you have two goyim nations in your stomach. It's like, bro.
Of goy into nation is not from just a few decades ago. It goes back to the Septuagint, to the Greek translation of the Bible from before Christ. It is also found in the Latin Vulgate, which Candace Owens is supposed to follow, because she's a Catholic, or a pseudo-Catholic, let's say. In the Septuagint, goy and goyim, singular and plural, are translated into ethnos and ethne.
That sounds like cattle to me.
And nations. Whereas in the Latin Vulgate, it is translated into gent and gentes, or natio and nationes. Why does Candace Owens, who doesn't know anything at all in the world, presume to speak about things?
Bro!
Going by that logic also...
Bro, we're letting black women speak now, bro? What are we doing?
If goy means cattle, then that means that Christ himself was referring to non-Jews as cattle.
No, but I think maybe people in Netanyahu's entourage use goy with a different meaning to it.
Do you really want to do
Yeah, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm starting to think that Candace Owens is retarded. Now, again, it's like, bro, you got these people on Twitter. Hey, Grok, is the Jewish term goyim used by Jews as a slur to dehumanize non-Jews? And Grok's like, no, goyim, it means goy. It means little nations. You know, like, bro, it's so sad. It's so sad. Now, the funniest part is, Candace Owens, in my opinion, said something even more retarded after that. All right, everyone was talking about the goyim thing because she's just actually retarded.
One person to use goy is Epstein. Do you think the way he was using it? Yeah.
But this is objectively dumber.
I mean, I don't know. Do you give CPR to somebody who's been shot in the fucking neck?
Well, if you don't keep someone's heart going, it doesn't matter, right?
So her argument is that Charlie Kirk was backstabbed by his own team because after he was shot in the neck, they didn't give him CPR.
Like nothing else matters if your heart stops pumping. So yeah.
You want to pump the blood out of this man faster? Like, again, we're dealing with like an actual illiterate retard. Hello? What are we even doing here?
So, Candace, yeah, she's a little bit out there in a lot of things that I'm not on the same page as her.
If someone's shot, you do not want to pump. You want to stop the bleeding. You don't want to pump everything out. It's absolute delusion. And here she is talking to like some ex-Navy SEAL guy. And bro doesn't push back at all.
You would give CPR, I would imagine.
You imagine wrong. You're retarded.
CPR going at all times. I'm certainly not a medical professional, but I do know that like
CPR going at all times. I'm telling you, these people are actually retarded.
If your heart stops, you're dead. So you gotta keep the heart going.
Yeah, it's not the bullet wound in the neck; it's the lack of CPR that killed him.
And them not having.
No, Tucker was dead the moment whatever happened to him happened.
The ambulance on standby.
I'm not standing up for him. I don't know if you would do CPR.
What would be the point of, if your heart's not going, your heart's not going?
You just pushed back like you wanted to, Nux Taku.
Going.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he had a hole in his neck. Like, these people are special retarded. Now, again, we got some of my favorite characters on the internet together over here. So here we have, like, Dan Blazarian and Jake Shields. You got all these retards. All right, these are the low IQ anti-Semites. See, I appreciate a good high IQ anti-Semite. I really do. Those guys, they're fun to talk to. They're very interesting. They have different opinions on certain things. A lot to learn from the high IQ.
Yeah, but you're playing right along with the media labeling anyone who is unhappy with Netanyahu as anti-Semite. And, maybe these guys are actual anti-Semites, so let's see.
IQ anti-Semites. But the low IQ anti-Semites, oh, man, it's painful. It's actually painful. And this is like a lot of the movement that's backstabbing Trump is like headed by like 60 IQ morons. Like, look at this shit. This is them talking about how it's good to be low IQ. But if this isn't the craziest cope of all time, I don't even know what is. Easily the...
I may not be a Trump supporter anymore, but I'm not actively fighting against him, at least at the current moment.
The greatest cope I've ever heard is deciding that, yes, actually being low IQ is better.
Hey, I want all of it. I want the idiots talking about it. I want the smart people. I want everybody in between.
Because some of the best dudes I know have low IQs.
Dude, I love low IQ people. The best guys ever have low IQ.
Like awesome guys too.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
I love fucking idiots. Yo,
that's my favorite thing. My favorite thing is when we got the idiots on our side.
I don't care. Like, get the fucking word out.
Like, you guys are some of the biggest pieces of shit I've ever met.
And pussies too.
Yo, high IQ people. Oh, what losers. What losers. I prefer low IQ.
No, like we need the fucking soldiers as well.
Yeah,
Like Marines, a lot of those guys might not be the fucking 150 fucking IQ guys, but they'll go fucking kick a door in. Guys like Fuentes aren't gonna kick any fucking doors.
Yeah, man. High IQ, those guys suck. They can't even like break doors because obviously strength and IQ are not even a little bit correlated. But I guess they're low IQ, so they can't figure that out.
IQ guys are actually easily tricked because they can.
High IQ guys, they just fall for everything. Unlike us, we see through the matrix. We have like 80 IQ.
No, high IQ people often fall for stuff just as much as low IQ. There's like Nux and Asmongold. High IQ, very uninformed on a lot of subjects.
We see through the matrix.
Conceive of these giant things, and they get stuck in these patterns where a low IQ guy can just be like, "Yeah, but an AI can't dig a hole," and we just see it for what it is.
What a good point.
Yeah, I mean, it was that, and then...
Yeah, anyway, and it keeps going about how actually it's better to be low IQ because low IQ people actually can see through the matrix, unlike high IQ people who fall for everything. Again, like...
that's painful coming from you in the context of this video, Nux, because you are definitely not one of the people that are seeing through the matrix. You are definitely completely in the matrix. Again, Netanyahu sent Mossad head general to Qatar, begged it to pay Hamas. This would be something you should have... be aware of, right? if you informed.
Again, do you realize what we're dealing? This is like the anti-Trump coalition now. They're all fucking dead. They're like actually retarded. Bro, Asmongold is like, bro, are retarded.
I bet it must suck to be a Jew.
Actually, no. It's
and like the whole world hates you, and it's totally normalized.
Really nice to control the media.
Everybody hates you.
Nice to have gigantic weather machines.
I don't hate Jews. I dare hate some specific Jews that are around Netanyahu.
People, it's okay to discriminate against you.
True.
It's not their first time.
True.
Yeah.
True.
The 110th country that Jews are going to be exiled from is going to be Israel.
Actually, they counted that as the first.
That's going to be it, guys. We don't care. I know you guys run everything anyway. It's okay.
Yeah, true. True. Jews like getting hated sometimes. It's we're a bit masochistic in that regard. When I say retard,
you are people in the name of Judaism have do some pretty terrible things, specifically Israel. Yeah, I would not be happy with Israel if I was Jewish in how badly they're tarring the Jewish faith.
Retard hating Jews. I'm just like, look at these fucking. Look at these cattle over here. Look at these cattle. Anyway, now you're probably wondering why there is such a major push in regards to this whole psyop. Because a lot of this shit is retarded, and a lot of the retards are falling for it. A lot of the people are stabbing Trump in the back on purpose, and then they're losing everything. They're proven wrong and everything. Remember, these people were all saying that we were going to be going on a gigantic, infinite war, boots on the ground, 1,000-year war. We're going to lose thousands of soldiers. World War III is starting. The economy is going to collapse. They were wrong about everything. Right? Understand, these people were wrong about not Asmongold, but these guys were wrong about literally everything.
Yep.
Everything they were saying was gonna happen did not happen, but they dug their grave, and now they're just literally too late. So, yeah.
Thing is, Nux, this entire video you've been done nothing but attack people, except not even play tick. You didn't. That guy whose hair you made fun of, you never even played anything of what he was saying, and I can't be bothered to go look it up. So. I can't even comment on it.
I don't understand exactly why is this happening. And now a lot of it is because there's a lot of retards that want to blame something. And I think a big one is because actually we are being influenced. Now, China has successfully weaponized the United Nations against the West, according to a report by Misgov Institutes of National Security. The United States General Assembly operates on the principle of one country, one vote, giving each member state equal say regardless of size, population, wealth, or financial contribution. Now, this is completely retarded, by the way. Just to be clear, this is completely retarded. The idea that you have a retard in the Congo.
Yeah, China is the one country that I have mixed feelings on. Yes, they're part of BRICS and doing all that, and they're definitely not helping the dollar hegemony. But on the other side, you know how they go in the media, Syria is bad, Russia is bad, Iran is bad. Every non-Western line country gets relentlessly attacked in the Western media. That they don't do that with China. They never did. Part of that maybe was because they were using it to outsource, and because of that, yes. But I can't. It makes me wonder how much control the U.S. deep state actually has on China. I'm sure it's not total, of course, but I think they do have some influence, and I do think that they love the social credit score that China has, and they want to export that around the world. So I have mixed feelings on China.
The Congo gets an equal vote to the United States is absolute bullshit. It really is. I actually don't care what inbred third worlders have to say about anything, which is why I've been advocating to leave the United Nations forever. Now, understand, this structure dramatically favors China through its leadership of the G77 plus China bloc, which controls 136 out of the 193 member states and over 69% of the votes in the UN. And you wonder why all of these guys, all of them, vote against the U.S. every single time. Duh! This group of global South nations consists of a large number of small, tiny nations like Tuvalu and Nauru, which cast the same votes as the United States or Germany. While the Europe and North America together represent major economic and military power, they hold a handful of votes. China, by coordinating the G77, now routinely shapes outcomes on budgets, mandates, human rights, and sanctions of the UN. It often does so against the U.S. and Western interests, while paying far less than America's 30% of the UN costs. Complete insanity! The UN system turns sovereign equality into a tool that amplifies influence of authoritarian leading coalitions and diminishes the voice of the world's leading democracies. Why should the West pay for it?
Well, it could also be China is just representing the rest of the world, and the rest of the world has interests that are different from the United States.
You can find a link to the reports, of course, in the comments below. But the truth is, this is obvious. Now, we have been infiltrated on every level. You got China running the UN, which is basically pushed by every Muslim country on the planet. All the Muslim countries are working with China on this, by the way, which is one of the major reasons why kicking China's oil procurement out of Iran was huge. Now they're buying oil from us primarily, but also you got people like Qatar and
what?
This, by the way, which is one of the major reasons why kicking China's oil procurement out of Iran was huge. Now they're buying oil from us primarily.
What the China never started buying oil from United States. And right now, it's just read this story the other day. Iran is sending so many tankers towards China that China isn't buying it at all. And I think that's because they're releasing their strategic reserves. But all these tankers heading toward China will eventually be unloaded in China. China is still the #1 destination for Iranian oil, and it's flooding over there. So I don't know what the fuck Nux Taku is talking about here.
But also you got people like Qatar and all these places funding our colleges and universities to brainwash us. We are the world superpower, and we are dealing with these openly homosexual retards just raping us in broad daylight across the world on a propaganda scale that we can't possibly comprehend. And it's pretty insane watching it happen in real time. Now, Israel ended up getting vindicated by this because UNRWA, remember, UNRWA is the UN funding for the Palestinian...
by the way, I'm not a big supporter of the UN, so I don't really care about this.
People or whatever. These guys ended up firing 70 terror-linked employees. 70 employees of the United Nations, which, by the way, are talking about constantly how, oh, the Palestinians aren't getting aid, and Israel is committing a genocide, and the United States is funding a genocide, and America is evil. 70 of them were terrorists. 70 UN employees were Hamas terrorists that were just fired. Do you understand the level of retardation that we're dealing with? So the PSYOP is massive. A lot of people are saying that there's dead internet theory, and a lot of these posts from like these dipshits are getting a lot of traction because of bots. It's worse. We don't need that internet theory. We have Pakistan. We don't even need that internet theory. We don't need bots. We have 2 billion Muslims in the third world that are voting through likes, voting for every retard on the planet. And the truth of the matter is, our discourse is being shaped and reshaped by retards and the low IQ
by the English-speaking audience around the world. Yes, that's the way it works on the internet.
Semites, as Dan Blazarian so kindly put it. And the low IQ anti-Semites have completely fucking fallen for this shit. And it's honestly incredible that they're raping.
And you know, there's a huge English-speaking population in India too that's also shaping the English language discourse. And they're also not terribly happy with Israel right now too. And they're not Muslim.
Our entire civilization in order to own the Jews and own Trump. Right? The Trump derangement syndrome's insane. You hate Trump so much that you're going to literally cancel businesses. You hate Trump so much that you're going to basically try to help the Ayatollah get a nuclear weapon. You're going to literally root for the Islamic Republic of Iran because you don't want Trump to get a W. These people are evil, they hate our country, and they need...
Don't want Trump to get a W. There was no way. Trump started this war from the worst possible footing, with no popular support, so that means no troops on the ground because you can't take the casualties, with no preparations for dealing with the Strait of Hormuz. That's just a recipe to lose. And why would he get how in the world would he get a W out of it? It's just not even possible.
Need to be destroyed. Thank you for the support, Patriots. This video...
Okay, well, I have to say... Nux, one day Nux or Asmund Gold or whatever will wake up and start learning the facts, like, I mean, the fact that that the IDF turned over $1.3 billion in cash to Hamas between 2012 and 2022, and it was Qatari money funneled through Israel to Hamas that funded October 7th. Iran had nothing the fuck to do with it. Yeah, I wish you would wake up to stuff like that. Anyway, this will be on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Come watch on Kick or Twitch. And I'll see you next video. Bye.